Good morning, students. First of all, I welcome you all for coming in class 11th. So, congratulations, all of you. Now, in physics, we'll be having 15 chapters, and out of these 15 chapters, the first chapter is about the physical world. So, as the name suggests, the physics related to the natural phenomena around this world. Okay, so as you know that physics is basically a branch of science which study the natural phenomena. Now, what is science? Science is basically a systemized and organized knowledge about the various natural phenomena which is obtained by careful experimentation, keen observation, and accurate reasoning. So the Sanskrit word Shastra and Arabic word ilm also have the same meaning, that is organized knowledge. So basically students, there are two types of sciences. One is biological science and another one is the physical science. The biological science deals with the behavior of living things, whereas the physical science again categorized in two other branches. One is the chemistry and another one is physics. Chemistry is the study of every substance, the structure of substance, its composition and changes in which it takes place. And whereas physics is the study of natural world which deals with the concept of space, time, motion, matter, energy, radiation, etc. Other physical sciences are also there, like the zoology, geography, astronomy, astrology, oceanology, etc. So, in order to study science, we need scientific attitude. So, what is this scientific attitude? The scientific attitude requires a flexible, open minded approach towards solving the problems in which other, other important points of view are not neglected without any reason. So, first of all, a solution is always suggested for a problem. This solution is always tried. If it is working satisfactorily, then in that case we can adopt. Otherwise, we need to replace it by better solution and do the same practice. So, what is a scientific method? Basically, the scientific method is step by step approach used by a scientist in studying natural phenomena and establishing laws which govern these phenomena is called a scientific method. So, being in science, you need a scientific approach. Okay, you should observe the things in a systematic manner. You should have reasoning why we are observing the things, what we want from these observations. Then we apply some mathematical formula or other formulation in order to solve that problem. And after that, if our result is okay, satisfactory, then we say that this was our theoretical prediction and this is the result for this theoretical prediction. Else, again, we need to go to the previous method. So, all of you must have opted the science and you must be having some aim behind choosing science as your subject, and you must be having your future prospect of using science as your subject. Like some of you wanted to be scientists, some of you wanted to be in engineering field, some for medical, etc. So this scientific method approach will help you in each and every field. Okay, so for that you should be the critical thinker, critical thinking approach for each and every problem, that is thinking about thinking. Okay students, so after that let us move what is physics. Basically, physics is a branch of science which deals with the study of the basic laws of nature and their manifestation in various natural phenomena. Like we are studying about the galaxies, we are studying about the nucleus, we are studying about the nuclear energy, we are studying about the electricity, we are studying about the twinkling of star, we are studying about the earthquakes. So we are dealing with the natural phenomena which are existing around us. So basically we are having two basic quests in physics. Number one is your unification and number two is your reductionization. Now what is unification? In physics, we attempt to explain various physical phenomena in terms of just few concept of laws like the gravitation law. So this gravitation law of physics is universal law. It describe about the motion of falling body, it describe about the earth, the motion of moon, the motion of planets, etc. So this is what we mean about the unification. So a single law exists as a universal law and there are so many laws which exist universally. Now the another one is reductionism. What is this reductionism? Basically, in order to explain macroscopic system, we need the microscopic constituents. Okay, so now what is the difference between the macroscopic and the microscopic? Basically, macroscopic system deals with the large size objects and the microscopic deals with the minute particles like the electrons, the protons, the neutrons, etc. So we are explaining the macroscopic world in terms of the microscopic, and this is what is known as the reductionism. Okay, in order to study the bulk system, we need to study the minute particles of the system, then unify them and study the whole system. Okay students, so after that is what is the scope and excitement of studying physics. What is the scope? What are the prospects of studying physics? Why you are opting physics as your subject? So basically the scope of physics is very broad. It covers a wide range of magnitudes of physical quantities like the length, the mass, the time, the energy, etc. And there are so many other physical quantities which we are studying through this physics. And this is the excitement about physics. One side we are studying the macroscopic systems, other side we are studying the microscopic systems. Like in astronomy, we are studying about the galaxies, we are studying about the black holes, celestial objects, and on the other hand we are studying about the nanoparticles, the electrons, protons, bosons, etc. Okay, so after that, what are the various branches of physics? So there are n number of branches of physics. You are having a very high scope in studying physics. So the main branches are the mechanics, the optics, thermodynamics, electrodynamics, quantum mechanics, relativity. So